Greetings Toy fans, welcome to Toy Talk Friday episode 7, and in case you didn't know, this is a weekly show I do where I talk about the latest toy news and stuff that's interested me. So before we start this week's show, I just want to quickly mention that at some point I'll be putting up a blog post on my website www.designertoysuk.co.uk, and it's basically about advertisement opportunities. I need to improve the quality and the audio of my videos, or I believe I need to. At the moment it's difficult because I haven't got a lot of money, so the plan is to basically let people advertise on the website and on these videos, and it's going to look like this for the website and it's going to look like this for the videos. So it's going to be £40 to advertise on the website, £50 to advertise on both the website and Toy Talk Friday for 7 months, which I believe is a cracking deal. 7 months for 40 quid or 7 months for 50 quid to get out to everybody. I believe it's a bargain. I know it depends on all these numbers and stats and visitors and all that stuff. So that's what I'm getting ready as a blog post at the moment. So as soon as I've got everything sorted, I'm going to put a blog up on designertoysuk.co.uk, and from there you can contact me and we can work it all out. And yeah, if you're interested, like I say, just keep an eye on my website or drop me a message on the website. There's a contact me button. Hit that, drop me a message if you're interested, let me know which one, and I'll contact you when I'm taking advertisement. So let's start the show with some news from the Dude Box guys. They've been working away secretly on some projects, including some new toy platforms and DIY series with some great artists like Pete Fowler, which is going to be awesome. They actually put a teaser up of one of their big ones that looks like a Mega Money, but in my opinion it looks a lot better than the Mega Monies. I like its beer type shape, as it were. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, the news that interests me the most is on the 10th of May, there's going to be a vinyl series called Big Bang. It's a set of 10 designs across 3 different dude shapes, which is pretty interesting. It's not just one series of Donnies, or it's going to be 3 different platforms, which is going to be cool. It's going to look cool as a whole collection. And it makes this blind box thing a little more interesting, in my opinion. Priced at $11 in the UK, well, that's like 7 quid or something, depending on where you buy them from. And yeah, there's also going to be some 8-inch versions at $55, which is what, say 45, 50 quid, I don't know, something like that. Depends on the currency conversions. I'd like to stock them in my shop. But if you haven't been keeping track, 2-Bit Robot is officially stalling till the bank decide to fix my account. So check out your local retailers for these, and I'll always retweet and share with people what shops are selling these. So check out my Facebook page and check out Dude Box. And from one blind box series to another, let's talk about Donny 2012, shall we? And first of all, I'm not saying this is real or fake, but I've seen some of the reactions from the artists involved, and it feels real, which disappoints me a little. And there is a shining star amongst this whole series, but I don't know, I'm not excited anymore for these. I remember when I saw the two-tone Chuck Boy, and I got really excited about that because of the old arm thing and all that new sculpting, and now it's just a bit meh, in my opinion. The Mad one looks interesting because of the ears and the spray cans. The Dr. Ross or the D. Ross or whatever, that looks a bit okay, but it's just got a long neck. Why has it got a long neck? I don't, the Maru Gatti, yeah, it's on the screen at the moment because I'm shite with names. The Maru Gatti one is the biggest disappointment because it's just the same Donny mirrored. Why not just have it as a chase version instead of another character? There is plenty of artists who would just kill to be in this series, and instead of choosing one of those artists, they've just chucked in another version of the same character, which disappointing, in my opinion. The shining light amongst this series is the John Paul Kaiser one. I'm really, really happy for John Paul Kaiser. This seems to be like his year this year. He's had the Fat Cap, now the Donny, hopefully. He's got loads of things going on with the keys and with Toy 2R. Exciting and great news to hear that a local artist, because John Paul Kaiser doesn't live far from where I live in Nottingham, and yes, another local artist is getting some attention for once. Just be nice if there was a Donny 2013 series that was all artists that weren't known about as much, Okay, so I try not to talk about this, but I've been sitting back and watching all the negativity, and I think it's time that I actually gave my opinion on this. So, is the Ron English Chris Brown collab the dumb English? Um, yeah, I've been watching the forums. It's kind of like when 3A, somebody will say, I got this Diplumen, the quality's crap, and everyone just attacks them and tears them apart. It felt like that on the forums. Chris Brown's working with Ron English. That's it. Ron English is a sellout. How could he? This is horrendous. And, okay, I agree. Chris Brown is a dick. But you're a toy collector and you need to look at the toy, not the people behind the toy. The toy itself, I don't mind. The black gold one looks okay. Would I buy it? No. Why? Looking at the prices right now, $140 for 10-inch vinyl. The keyrings necklaces, doesn't say what size, but $75. To me, they feel like Chris Brown prices, not Ron English prices. And to explain that, take Dr. Dre headphones. Those headphones were at Dr. Dre's name, £100. Dr. Dre's name on them, £150, £200. Ron English piece, $100. Chris Brown's name's on it, $140. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like they know that Chris Brown's got an audience to buy these, so let's just inflate the price because we can. That is a shame, to be honest. But as a collab, I don't see what the problem is, to be honest. I know that Chris Brown is a dick for what he did, but what makes this different to Robert Downey Jr. and Hook G working together? You know? That's what I want to ask. What if Robert Downey Jr. and Hook G produced this awesome school head for the same price, $140? What makes that different to Chris Brown and Ron English working together? Yeah, Chris Brown's a dick, but it's the art you are buying. You're not buying Chris Brown. You're not buying his personality or anything. You're buying a toy. That's what I want to know. I don't get why there's so much negativity towards a product when it's the person that's at fault, you know? I'm not against this whole thing. I think celebrities and art is sometimes a good thing, in my opinion, but yeah, I just feel like this was a money-making venture, which is a shame. I didn't really want to feel like that, but reading about the event and what happened there and looking at the toy and the price, yeah, it just feels like Chris Brown's name's on it. Let's charge loads. And referring to the event, I just want to quickly say that apparently it was full of security. Obvious, because loads of people want to kick Chris Brown's head in. But yeah, it just felt like it was a hip event. It wasn't an event to see art. It was, yeah, let's go to this place because Chris Brown's there and we can do some connecting and we can sell a couple more albums and let's get him to advertise this. And it just didn't feel like an art event. It just felt like someone's ego trip, I guess. But yeah, that's the end of it. That is as much as I'm ever going to say on this Chris Brown Ron English thing. So as I said, it doesn't exist. I'm actually going to click X on the website. There it is. Okay, so before we get into 3A news, because yeah, that's coming back, let's talk about Course Toys. They opened their studios when Reventure was going on, and the people that got to go to that, you lucky gits. Link below to the pictures. If you think Course Toys is overpriced or you just don't get it, check out the link below. Go look at these pictures because wow, seriously wow. The more I look at them, the more I appreciate them for what they are. And there was just some beautiful pieces there. There was the guy that they always do lying on a bed with like blood and stuff. It looked absolutely amazing, and I'd love to own that. Yes, there was actually selling some of the stuff, and they were selling like seriously rare pieces. I remember going on one of the forums, and one of the pieces that went for sale was incredibly rare, and people were going mental trying to get this. And I wish I could afford some of this stuff. So I'm just looking at some of the pictures now, and there was the neon signs with like an exploded head. That was really cool. And the guy stood up with the bags of ink going into him. I can't remember the name, but that looked absolutely amazing as well. And it makes me glad that I'm selling off my 3A collection, or most of it, because at some point I am going to use that space to buy Course. That's it, I'm hooked now. I don't own a piece apart from like a £10 keyring, but I've got to get some of it. They're just so damn beautiful, and I hope that one day Course will do what 3A does and do an actual like reventure type thing where they open it up more. So this was very limited. I think there was like a certain amount of places available, but if they did like a show for as many people as they could, or they sold tickets, I'd probably try to get to it if I could, because just seeing those pieces in person is just enough, especially when some of these pieces went for sale and they were that rare that forums were just going absolutely mental at the prospect. So to see these pieces that are basically gold dust in person must have been amazing. So if you went to that, you're a lucky git, and somebody lend me a few million to buy one of these pieces, especially that guy lying on the bed. That's one of my favourites. Okay, so let's get into some 3A news, shall we? And let's start with the World War Robot Portable Heavy Bramble Retail Edition. First of all, these are starting to hit both retailers and people's doorsteps, which is absolutely fantastic news. Looking at the box art for these, I absolutely love it. It means that I can display the box, and it looks like they've put some thought into it, because the Adventure Cartel series looked absolutely terrible. It was just plain, boring packaging, in my opinion. The quality doesn't look too bad either. From what I've read on forums, it seems like the wait will be worth it for these. So I don't know, fingers crossed. I'll get mine in a couple of weeks, so I'll be doing a full review, and I'm hoping it's not a shoddy paint job or anything like that. And probably the most exciting thing for me at Reventure was Rothschild. God knows I've been waiting so long for this figure, and now we're actually seeing the finished version, I'm guessing. Looks absolutely fantastic. The funeral edition, the one I've ordered, looked amazing. There was another shot where the boots looked a bit weird, but apparently that was because they glued them down so they didn't fall over. But yeah, I'm really liking this figure. I think the face to me just says it all, and it's kind of weird because I'm not normally a big fan of 3A faces. This one I'm a massive fan of, where if you go on the forums, the actual 3A forums, a lot of people aren't keen on this face, which is weird to me. I really like it. I like its simplistic look, and that's kind of why I went for it. Hopefully these are going to be shipping this month apparently, so hopefully I'll be getting it this month. If not, I've got a picture to keep me occupied till then, which isn't helping because it looks absolutely fantastic. And I actually thought that there was going to be a all black armband, but it looks like it's black with the white circle, which is pretty cool. I'm wondering if there's anybody out there who could do a red one or something like that, because I know a few people to do that, and I've also got some ideas in my head to actually customize my Rothschild, because this is one of those figures that is just going to be a crown in my collection, and not because it's a 3A piece, but because it just looks so damn cool, and that face sculpt definitely feels new, it feels fresh, and it feels original from 3A. Same with Solid Gold Death Mask. That's why I really like that, because it's not robots and cats and penises and vaginas. It's something fresh and new. And that's Toy Talk Friday for the 4th of May, guys. Thanks so much for watching. All the links to everything I spoke about today is below, so go check those out. Also check out our sponsors, flatties.co.uk, as well as their new project, genericart.co.uk. I'm actually working with those guys on a competition with the help of Lunatic, who's provided the prizes. You could win what's inside here. Ooh, visual representation. So yeah, check out genericart.co.uk and Flatties. You can also check me out on Facebook and Twitter, Designer Toys UK, as well as my website, www.designertoysuk.co.uk. Feel free to subscribe, rate, share and like it. It supports me and it supports the show. And as always, I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.